Thank you for joining us this week. Today, we talk to some married people who are generous enough to share some wedding planning tips with us. Stay tuned.
You and I, we need to talk. That the end of my Benjamin.
My name is Vera Obeng, and I'm a wedding photographer and team leader at Vera Obeng Photography, and I just got married. I hear people say that wedding is just about the two of you. Per some of the comments that came, and even before my wedding, it's just about the two of you and what you want. But it's not necessarily that. It's about bringing the whole family together, okay, to have celebrations and all that.
I'm Leroy. I got married last year, December, 27th December to be precise, to one beautiful lady, Ekuyama Masita. Yeah, I'm a businessman and I'm into real estate. We had a book that we jot down everything we were going to do. That is with me and my partner. We planned, like, we took time to plan. Like, everything we wanted to do, we took time and then we put everything down. Anything that comes to mind, we just write it down. And then as time goes on, what we accomplish, we just checklist them.
My name is Silas Amponsanyanin, and I'm an electrical engineer with Huawei Technologies. I've been married for a year and 11 months to Antoinette Foley, now Antoinette Amponsanyanin. And by the grace of God, we have a lovely baby boy. For starters, I chose a date without consulting my extended family, only for us to present it to our families for them to throw it back at us, that it is not convenient for all of them.
I'm not just talking from the societal perspective, so talking from the fact that I've been shooting weddings for 6 years now, and I've seen hundreds of couples do the same thing over and over again. Not that it's bad, but I've had issues where someone goes like, oh, in quotes, me penyawe ma we ni bi, but me penyawe ma we ni bi, that person is different from you, so you can't say it's a me penyawe ma we ni bi. Or even if it's not just in relation to photo, other things. After all these years, I just sat down and realized that some things were not necessary. Know your priorities, number one. Know what you want to spend money on. Number two, do things to make you happy and not necessarily break any rule or protocol. Who said that when you're, is there a laid down rule that when you're getting married, you should wear a gown or heels? A lot of people don't care about you. People will come to your wedding, eat and enjoy, and at the end of the day, they will go and sit and talk about how you should have done things this way, how you should have. So why do I need to do something to please anyone?
Things that were important towards our preparation, some major things were like, yeah, the venue, the food. Actually, we needed a very good food. And we wanted to do something different. We wanted to do more local than the exotic, everyday jollof rice and other kind of, like, exotic kind of food. So we did more like the local traditional papransa, ampisi, fufu. Yeah, we did more stuff like that. So we just wrote them down, took some out, had some. We thought about the caterer, we thought about the venue, we thought about what we were going to wear. It was also very paramount, what we were going to wear. Initially, we were like, okay, we too will put on the kente. Our friends are going to put on a white kaftan or anything white. Later, we had a little quarrel about it.
Second thing is budget. It is very, very important that you set down itemized expenditure for goods and services that you plan to expense on the day of your wedding. I consider it a step 2 after picking a date.
We had our wedding on a Wednesday, not because we didn't want people to come. Yeah, I have a lot of friends, my husband has a lot of friends, but then we just wanted something simple. The most important thing is we are married, and moreover, I had work the following weekend. Got married on Wednesday. Saturday I was in Sunyani shooting.
Actually, we didn't want to do a church wedding. We wanted a garden wedding, and then the touch of a traditional wedding also was fused into it. So it was like we are doing something simple yet classy.
Picking a ring is very, very, very important. I'll consider it the next step after arranging your budget. This is because the ring is the ceiling of the whole event.
I've had bride freak over their bouquets not being in, the wedding car not being decorated. Man, who cares about cars? I jumped into my photographer's car. He drove me to church. The photographer has a nice car. Why should I go and spend money for that? I just don't get it. And I had fun. Like, we had fun. And
most often, the ladies especially take a very long time in deciding what apparel to wear for their wedding. This is because they alternate between dresses and sometimes they get confused at a point.
it was just cocktail drinks, local drinks, and a lot of meat and fish and good music. I just can't spend everything on things because I want there's wedding and this and that. I'm not like that. No.
The only thing I would say I would have taken out of a checklist was, I think, the lighting. How we wanted the lighting system to be, we didn't get it like how it was supposed to, because there was supposed to be lights all over. The lights were supposed to be the decor, like the decoration, because it was a night event. So the lights were supposed to be the decor, but we didn't really get it like how we wanted it. And yet, though, we paid quite a huge sum of money for that, but we didn't get results.
As much as food, drinks, and music is important, you cannot have all of this without very good decoration. That is why sometimes we go all out to engage decor people. 2 years ago, when I was planning my wedding, I didn't really regard the necessity of having a guest list. This became a blow when I was on my way to the reception grounds and I was informed that extra 200 chairs have been placed. This means that I had incurred more cost for extra 200 chairs.
Go online, okay, and search for ideas how to cut down cost. The most important thing to me on my wedding was my photographs and my makeup. I had to look good. And for those saying maybe a lot of things, for me, I look pretty. I like myself. I like the way I looked on my wedding. The most important thing to me in a wedding, not because I'm a photographer, but is photography for me. Because 60 years down the line, what do you have to show for? Do you have to show the food, your wedding dress, your ring? Like, it's important. Even your ring is, well, I think it's important. But to me, your photographs.
As planned for 500 people, everything was going to be perfect with the food, drinks, and everything. Even though there was drinks and everything, like enough drinks and meat, and coconut, and palm wine. There was a whole lot of gallons of palm wine after the event. There were a whole lot. Some guys took some home. The calabash we used for drinking instead of wine glasses.
So after having a very good decoration to complement the occasion, you'll definitely need to capture this moment to remind yourself of how good the day was. And oftentimes we go for photography, and it's a must get actually, because you cannot have every memorable moment of the day in your head. Sometimes you need to capture it and revisit it sometimes to remind yourself of how good the moments were, and share in the fun of how good the moments were with people who were not able to make the occasion.
Everything was on point. Everything. Not one thing got like this person didn't do this. There was enough of everything.
Our wedding, the list was quite lengthy, but just to mention a few, guest list was first thing. Second was the food, as in the catering services. Third was the decorations. That is event planning. Fourth was drinks. After knowing your guest list, you know how many drinks you're gonna get, and the water. And then we wanted to do more of local drinks, so blending the local with the exotic drinks. The fifth was the costume, what we were gonna wear, and what our bridal party was gonna wear. Sixth was location or venue where we're gonna have the event. Seventh was bringing in other things like the lighting as part of the decorations. Eighth was music. A good music gives a good party. I'm a party person, so yeah.
I think your wedding reception should be scripted because it gives structure to the event. Me, for one, scripted even the music that should be played on the day, the kind of people that should speak at what time of the day. I scripted all of that, so it gave it structure.
I honestly had no idea this thing would go viral. For some funny reason, I just thought I was just putting it out to them, like just my few friends. Okay, and what happened was the phone pictures that people took went ahead of the official photographs. So someone sent a message to a friend, is this a joke or something? Like, is this a wedding? So the person was like, so I got one, a friend called me and she was so angry. Vera, you can't believe what people are saying about you. And I'm like, relax. I did my thing. I'm not freaking out about it. Relax, take it cool. At the end of the day, we are all bound by the choices that we make. So you just relax about it. So I posted a thing, I think it was on Thursday or so. That's the week after my wedding. Thursday. By, I think 3 hours later, people started calling me. Calling myself and my husband. Hey, the pictures are going viral. The next minute, before we knew it, Peace FM, City FM, My Joy Online, Nigerian Weddings, like it was almost everywhere.
Alright, I hope you have learned a lot from this series, as I have, because before I went into this series, I didn't know a lot of things, but because of interviews and research and talking to people, all those things, I've learned a lot, and I hope I was able to pass it across to you. So the whole idea is for you not to make these same mistakes or go through this same hassle when you are getting married, because all this is supposed to make it very easy for you to go straight to the point and know what you want and get your wedding on point. You understand? So thank you so much, and I hope you were able to pick so much from it. If you have any questions, any suggestions, maybe for an additional episode on a particular topic I may have skipped, you could comment down below, and then I'll try as much as possible to tackle that topic if it's within my range. If not, thank you so much, and I hope you share it and give it to people who would need it. Direct people onto this channel, let them learn something that might help them on their big day. Thank you so much, and cheers.
Other